Okay, this has the potential of being a little bit funny because you guys are gonna see how far behind I start to record these videos. I just saw that they released a new Starship Troopers game. A couple days ago, they released that, and today I woke up and I saw a video talking about the game. And I really like Starship Troopers, the movies, with the exception of two of them, which is Starship Troopers 2, the second movie, and the first animated movie, which I don't remember the name of. But still, cool franchise. I like it. And so I saw that they released a new game, and I was interested to see how that goes. And I don't know, it wasn't what I expected from a Starship Troopers game. Like, I don't know, there's a few weird stuff in there. Like, what I think of Starship Troopers is, well, two main things. First is really fragile humans, because that's the idea that the movies pass to us, especially the first movie. The animations not so much, but anyway, the idea on the first movie is that you can die at any time. At any time a bug can come out from the ground and just eat you. So humans are fragile. And then there is the other idea, which is the massive amount of bugs. At every moment in the movie, the humans are outnumbered. There is a lot more bugs than there are humans. And that's like the two main things that I see from Starship Troopers. Of course, there is the critique on fascism, but anyway, that's like another point. So that's when I think of a Starship Troopers game, I think of those elements. And I didn't saw those in this game, which led to me being disappointed by it. First of all, the game looks really easy. I still didn't play it, and I got the demo on Steam, but I didn't bought the game yet. I don't think I'm gonna buy, but anyway. So I didn't play the game yet. I don't think I'm gonna play right now. Like, at least not on the next 2 months, because I'm disappointed by what I saw, and if I play it now, there is a really high chance that I'll just not enjoy the game. So I'm just gonna try to give it some time until I forget what I saw. But I got the demo already, and it's on my account. So anyway, I was seeing the video, and I saw the guy just running around a tanker bug, running circles around a tanker bug, and like the bug, he was fast enough for the bug to not be able to catch up to his character. Because if I understood correctly, this tanker bug only has one attack, which is a fire breath. And to attack you with that, the bug needs to be aiming at you. And since the guy was just running in circles and the bug couldn't catch up to him, the bug couldn't rotate in its own axis as fast as the guy was running. The bug never was able to properly aim and never was able to attack the player. Which I don't know, if it seems like something that got really overlooked for whatever reason. And the game don't even have that many variations of bugs. I think it's like 3 or 4 different bugs in the entire game. So there ain't much excuse for them to let that pass. So anyway, the player is kind of a super soldier because you run super fast and bugs cannot catch up to you, which goes against one of my ideas from Starship Troopers. And then there is, of course, the lack of bugs. Like, on every video that I saw, there was not that many bugs. Like, at any given moment, there was like 5 or 6 bugs on screen. Which, I don't know, I feel like it's too little bugs. It's a too little amount of bugs for something called Starship Troopers. um, and I don't know why they did that, because due to the graphics of the game, I think they could have cranked the numbers way higher than that, because that's another thing that I saw in this game. The graphics are kind of bad, and I'm not even a type of person to focus that much on graphics. Like every 2 years, I'll be playing Silent Hill 2 again. The game that I'm most playing now is Monster Hunter Rise, which like has good graphics, but it's not realistic. It's not like Resident Evil 9 graphics. What else? Payday 2. It's another game that I've been playing recently, especially due to the new updates they are releasing. But anyway, so the graphics on the Starship Troopers game is bad, and it's not like, how do I explain this? Indie games will usually have bad graphics, but they will have a strong art style. Like, I don't know, Hotline Miami. Hotline Miami is a top-down game. It's just pixel arts, and the graphics is not like great, but it has an art style. The entire game, as I said, is viewed from above. And then they will, of course, expand on other systems. Like, it's kind of a trade. They will make like the graphics a little bit worse, but they will do something else to compensate for that. Like, they will increase the amount of enemies, which is something they did for Hotline Miami too. You can find an interview online with the devs, and they say that when they were making Hotline Miami 2, they were playing the game on a bad computer, which made the game run slower. So they were like playtesting the game, and like the speed was okay for them. But then they released the game, and people with better setups than the one they were using to test the game played the game, and the game was like super fast. The enemies were reacting to the player's actions really, really fast, which was a problem. Like, that was not the intended difficulty for the game. So they had to change the difficulties. And if I remember correctly, they added a new difficulty, which was like the way they intended, and the super fast game became the harder difficulty. So there was this trading, right? Worse graphics, but they expanded on something else. And I guess most indie games will do that. Like, and I don't see this on this game. It's just bad graphics being bad. There is no proper art style. It just looks like an old game trying to be realistic. It looks like Battlefield. What's called? I think it's 2842. I don't know. It's the first futuristic game they released. That game was trying to be realistic and, of course, kind of failed in doing so because, well, limitations of the time. And the graphics for Starship Troopers, the Ultimate Bug War, looks just like that. Looks like the old Battlefield games. Not the very first ones, but you know. And there is no trading. There is nothing else to compensate the bad graphics. Like if they made the game look quote unquote bad and then they went insane in the amount of bugs, I wouldn't be complaining about it. There is a game called Warhammer 40,000 Dawn of War, which I also like. And there is a mod for that game, which I think it's called Apocalypse. I don't know. It's a mod that will add new units, and they will add huge units. And this mod is taking advantage of the bad graphics of the game because it's an old game. So it takes advantage of the game having bad graphics to crank up the scale of the conflicts in the game. Because with modern setup, you can play the game just fine. So they like pushed the game on other aspects of it, which is really cool. I don't really remember the name of the mod, but you can easily find. I think there is only 2 overhaul mods. One of them will add this really huge scale battles, and another one will add new factions, which again is the same idea. The original game has about 7 races, and with this mod you can have basically every race from Warhammer 40,000 in the game. So it's again, the mod is taking advantage of the game, being an old game and having bad graphics, to expand on something else. And I just don't see this on the Starship Troopers game. And there is also a old game. Well, there is 2 other games. There is one from 2005, which bad graphics but a lot of bugs, and there is a more modern one which has realistic graphics, and it also has a lot of bugs. But then, of course, you need a really good setup to play that. Meanwhile, like with Ultimate Bug War, you could like play the game on an average setup because of this trading. Like, yeah, sure, there is a lot of bugs, but it kind of gets compensated by the bad graphics. And then there is the part that most disappointed me, which is that the studio that made this game also made Warhammer 40,000 Bolt Gun. And Bolt Gun is a boomer shooter. It's like Doom, early Doom. But it does have a strong art style behind it. Like the game has a very unique art style. It's not just bad graphics. It's like you can throw grenades in the game, and there is an animation to throw grenades, but the animation is just 2 frames. It's just your character holding the grenade and then your character doing the motion to throw the grenade, and then the next frame is already the grenade exploding. But if you look at images of the game, you'll see that it's pretty. It's a beautiful game. It's pixel art, but the pixel art is really well done. Because again, it's not bad graphics, it's an art style, and it's like it was made by the same people that made this new Starship Troopers game. So they know how to do it, because they already they done it already on another game, and it kind of like I see it as they not having an excuse to do the Starship Troopers game like they did. And then there is kind of the second part of the issue. So I saw the videos and I didn't really enjoyed what I saw. But when I was watching the reviews, the people doing the reviews were treating this game as if it was the second coming of Jesus. Like, it's like a great game. It's everything that I ever expected from a Starship Troopers game. And I just couldn't see that, which, I don't know, kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Like, I'm looking at the game and it does not look as good as they are saying. There is a bunch of weird stuff going on, like the levels are just a bunch of objectives that you need to do, and you can do those objectives on any order that you feel like. But the objectives are far apart, are further apart from each other. So you need to walk between them. Like you do objective 1, and then you walk towards the area of objective 2. And then on this walk, between the objective zones, nothing happens. There is no bug, there is no nothing. There's just you walking. And no one addressed that. And then I was thinking of another game that had kind of a similar problem with review channels, which was Monster Hunter Wilds. So first of all, the game got released like 2 days ago, and at the same day, there was already people with videos. So I don't think they were able to play the game, record the gameplay, make the script, and then edit the video in less than a day. And it's not even a conspiracy theory. There is a video that I saw where the guy told that he received the game beforehand. The company sent him the game before everyone else could buy it, so he could make his review, which of course the company would use for marketing purposes. And that was what made me think of Monster Hunter Wilds. The same thing happened in there. A few creators received the game before everyone else, and they made videos talking about the game. And then the game released, and people saw that it wasn't that good at the time. I'm not sure if Capcom fixed the issues, but right after the game got released, it received a lot of backlash because of performance issues and graphical issues. And then people saw that the game was really different from what was sold to them by influencers. And then these creators decided to, of course, try to like do some damage control and say stuff like, "Oh, it wasn't like that when I played," or like, "The company didn't pay me to talk positive stuff about their game. They just sent me the game." And I see the same thing happening with the Starship Troopers game. Like creators receiving the game before everyone else. And sure, the company is not paying you. The company is not paying you to make a positive video about their game, but they are still sending you the game, and you will still make money indirectly because of that. Because let's say I didn't receive the game beforehand, but you did, so you have more time to make a video talking about the game. And when it get released and people get curious about the game, like on day one, and they search for videos, for reviews about the game, they will see your game because you already played the game before everyone else. and you already have a video done. Meanwhile, I will still have to buy the game to play it and then make my video, and that will take a couple days. And so, like, sure, the company didn't send you the money, but you still made money indirectly due to the company sending you the game before everyone else was able to play it. And of course, you gotta do a positive review because you want the company to keep sending you their games to make reviews before everyone else. Sorry. And I don't know, I just can't take those reviews seriously because there is interest behind it. And I don't know, maybe this game is like the greatest thing ever made, but I need to play it. Like, just watching some reviews isn't enough for me to like understand how good this game is. Maybe I actually need to play it to understand the greatness of it. But I don't know, I have really low expectations for it. But anyway, as I said, I got the demo. It's on my account already, so I think they can't remove it from there. I'll just give it some time before I actually play it. Because, as I said, if I play it now, it's like guaranteed that I'm gonna be disappointed by it. But yeah, that's about it.